What is up? It's Dean Soto yet again. Today, I'm going to be talking a little bit about the only way to live the 4-hour work week. Only clear way. Let's move this over here. All right. So a lot of people ask me how it is that I develop these systems that allow me to only have to work a few hours a week. Well, great question. And I could shoot numerous things to you. I could shoot Work the System book. The Work the System book that changed my life. I love that book. It's awesome. He does things super slowly, but it gives you that aha moment. I can teach you, I can tell you to go read Rework. I can tell you to go watch people like Jermaine Griggs, all those different things. But when it comes down to it, there's only one thing, and that is changing the way that you think, changing the way that you think about time, about money, about you doing work. And so recently I had someone reach out to me, and that person has gone through several VSAs. The VSAs eventually get burned out working with this particular person. And I think he's already gone through like two or three VSAs. And they reached out. I actually did a 1 hour coaching session with this person, and still it kind of didn't help. Okay. And he had asked, he said, hey, I'd love to pay you to come out and help me with my systems, right? And I told him, dude, look, it's going to be expensive. I value my time tremendously. I almost said tremendously. And it's going to be really expensive for me to have to travel, for me to come and basically sit with you and hold your hand and everything like that. And it's not a bad thing, but I'm just telling you it's going to be expensive. So I actually offered the 1 hour consulting call. I even got one of my best VSAs to help him develop a whole project management system. And it didn't seem to work out. And so he once again asked, hey, can you consult for me? And so I said, okay, well, let's hop on a call. I'm going to ask about everything that you're doing and everything that you got going on. And I gave him the number. Via a proposal, kind of like a comprehensive analysis and all this other stuff. I gave him a number, and his response was, that's too much. It's too much money. And can you reduce it? Is there a way that we can reduce the amount? And one, I'm not going to reduce anything, because it's like, as soon as I reduce the cost, you're gonna be like, well, why were you gouging me? Were you just throwing that number out and hoping that I pay that, So I'm not gonna just reduce. I could reduce and take value away. But the reason why the number is so high is because, one, it's going to change your life. And two, you're taking up my time, right? You're taking up my time. And the thing that I value most is my time. Okay. And so anyway, my response was, no, it can't be lowered. And let's talk in 2023. Okay. So why do I share this with you? You might be thinking, well, Dean, like literally it was a higher end five figure contract that didn't go through, consulting contract that didn't go through. And you're probably thinking, why are you sharing this, Dean? Why are you sharing this loss, right? You lost this contract. Well, for me, it's a gain, okay? It's a gain. Where I see so many business owners, not necessarily the people who are ProSolum clients, people who are ProSolum customers, they tend to be a little bit more savvy when it comes to time. They come so that they can build systems and delegate those systems very quickly and easily, right? So at a fraction of the costs you would have at a typical employee. So, ProSolum customers, they're pretty savvy when it comes to this type of stuff, right? Where they're pretty savvy when it comes to valuing time over everything else. The reason why I share this is, to me, it's a victory. To me, why would I want to consult with somebody who does not value their time? Because they're just going to pay me. They're going to come out. They're going to expect me to do to help them. But already, if they're not willing, they're willing. This is somebody who is willing to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to build out restaurants, in a time that is extremely volatile, right? Hundreds of thousands of dollars in an area in California that can be locked down at any time. Willing to do that and continue to work, but they're not willing to spend a fraction of that on themselves. That would free up their time 50, 70, 80%, and then allow them to be even more effective when it comes to all of that other stuff. When it comes to building out, when it comes to building their brand and everything like that. Why would I want to consult with somebody who is is not willing to focus on themselves first, focus on changing their mind first, focus on changing their idea of what success is? Is success making a lot of money? Eventually, it's just stacking chips. Sure, when you're a small business owner and you're still growing, that's the way it is. But when you get to a certain point, it doesn't matter anymore. Especially if you're working 16 hours a day, right? When that happens, when you are when you're not at the frame, and when you don't have the mindset that I want to just have more time to be creative, to do the things that I want to do, to build my body up, to build my family up, to build my business, a new business or whatever. For me, I'm not going to consult for somebody who doesn't have that. But the thing is, you can work on that now. You don't need me at all for consulting or anything like that. You don't need me to come out and you spend 7 figures or sorry, did I say 7 figures? 5 figures? Did I say 7 figures? Anyway, 5 figures in upper end consulting, right? You don't need me for that. You can very easily now start changing your mind so that you can focus on systems, focus on process, focuses on getting all that documented. Of course, you can go to ProSulum, get a VSA, get a virtual systems architect who will do it all for you. And literally, all you spend is like 5 minutes a day. Do it all, document everything for you, and then they actually go and do it, right? If you live in California, they're much cheaper than your minimum wage person, and they're way, way, way better, right? Focus on, the reason why I'm bringing this up is focus on your mindset. Start to value your time. Start to value your time more than anything. The more that you do that, the more that you focus on that, the more that you're able to start living a 4-hour work week, like literally a 4-hour work week if you wanted to. And then you can translate that to building bigger, better things. So anyway, this is Dean Soto, prosulum.com, and I will catch you in the next video.